Today we have the Forsining TM 375G, and I think this is the third Forsining watch that I have reviewed. As a point of note, Forsining are the biggest conglomerate of watchmakers in China who have many brands under their umbrella. So let's have a look at this thing. Good day to you all, and welcome back to another BBW review. Now, as usual, if there's a watch that I like, I'll buy all colorways. But the Forsining 375G is only available in two, which is the white and the black. So for the purpose of this review, I'll just choose the white colorway. Now, let's go straight into the main dimensions. The TM375G, which, first of all, I should say the most important feature is the price. This cost $14, and today I will be including a link of where you can buy this. I actually got it for $14 with a discount. Without a discount, it would cost about $16.5. So straight into the dimensions. For $16, you are going to get a 41mm diameter case and a 54mm lug length. So it is quite big. It's bigger than I would like, although I should say straight away, I really like this watch a lot. It is actually full stainless steel case. The bracelet is stainless steel, which is integrated, but the case is fully stainless steel, which gives it some heft at 120 grams. So going around, you have the brushed case, which is horizontal brushing, with vertical brushing across the face, and you have some textured brushing in between these indents in the bezel. So the bezel is actually reminiscent of a Vacheron Constantin overseas, but the overseas doesn't have texture on the indented parts here, where the Forsining does. So quite a nice look there. So the first look, I think, which is similar to other famous brands, is the Vacheron. The case itself, I've compared it to the Tissot PRX, and the case that the bezel lies upon is almost exactly the same as the Tissot PRX. So it's copying the Vacheron and the Tissot. And I'm not sure why, but to me it does have a touch of the Royal Oak about it. Just a touch. With the integrated bracelet. Again, you're getting the vertical brushing, very nice brushing on this stainless steel case. On the side, you have it's quite a nice feel to the case and a nice shape. On the side, you have a 6mm signed crown. Now moving up to the bezel, you have a polished bezel that slopes at a 45-degree angle up to the mineral glass there. The face itself, as you've seen, you have a black and a white dial. The indices are applied. You have the same indices all around, apart from a double at the 12 and a half at the 3 to accommodate for the very small date window. Let's have a look at that in detail. Very small date window. The smaller the better for me. And I personally feel on this watch it is a bit too small. I'm not sure if that's a 9 or a 19. The hands themselves are quite nice. They're long enough. They're half skeletonized, half loomed. So as you can see, the bottom half of the minute hand and the hour hand has a white loom. The second hand is a basic silver stick hand. Below the 12, you have the Forsining logo printed and the name printed. Above the 6, you have the word automatic. Put that there. It's quite a nice smooth action as well. The action is from a 21,600 beats per hour movement, which is a Shanghai standard, I believe. So looking around that bezel, it's a really nice bezel. Again, another representation of the Vacheron Constantin overseas, atop a Tissot PRX case and the integrated bracelet. So the whole package, I think, is really nice looking. And let's go to the back. If you can see that, you have water resistant. Now, without an actual number, it kind of defaults to 30 meters. So you have a 30-meter water resistance, a stainless steel case, which it actually is stainless steel case. Here it says stainless steel back, but the whole watch is stainless steel, and quite a hefty watch too. The designation, which is if you can see that, I'm not sure I can focus, it's TM375G. It's a designation. You have a bidirectional rotor, pretty standard movement. Again, this is the Shanghai standard, 21,600 beats per hour movement. As I've mentioned before, these are workhorses. They do run and run and run until they just collapse. The case itself is, I believe it's a screw down. I can't see anywhere where you can pop it off, any notches around the side. So I believe it's a screw down, or I haven't attempted to remove it. Now, the bracelet is integrated, as you see. It's not a bad bracelet, it does match the case. Push pins for adjustment. I've removed about 4 or 5 links from this. The links themselves are individual. So this is one link, and you have, sorry, it's joined together with this part. So the link is kind of a capital I with this part, this rectangle joined together, which is pretty standard. The clasp itself is a double push clasp, very basic, but it does work okay. That's not going anywhere, so it's okay, but I prefer a milled clasp. But for $14 or $16, you're not going to get that. But I was quite surprised to find that for $14 or $16, you do get a fully stainless steel case with that bracelet. So quite a surprise and a good value for money, I think. Now, let's have a look at this on the wrist. And there we go, the TM375G from Forsining on my 6.5-inch wrist. Again, I think it's a really nice looking watch. Kind of a conglomeration of some very high-end watches, but it does work well. I think the mixture of the Tissot and a Vacheron do work extremely well there. Although there is one snag, for me anyway, having such a small wrist, is quite a beast. It's quite a hefty watch. It's actually one thing I forgot to mention. The depth is 14 millimeters. Now the diameter, 41.5, I don't have a problem with. Not even with the 14 millimeter depth from the base to the mineral crystal at the top. My problem is with the 54 millimeter lug to lug length. As you can see, there are some quite noticeable gaps where the watch doesn't sit flush because it has such a large lug length. So it's not suitable for my 6.5-inch wrist, although I do confess, even if it looks a bit silly, I do like wearing it a lot. That's the only snag I have with this watch. The lug length is a bit too big for me. you go. One last spin around from the Forsining TM 375G. A really nice watch. For $15–16, you're getting a solid looking watch with a steel case and a stainless steel bracelet. Really nicely designed. And my only problem personally is the size. I wish the dial itself was about 39 or 40, and the lug length was 50 or below. As it is, it's a bit too big for my wrist, but if you have anything bigger than a 6.5 inch wrist, it should look very good. For me, it's just a problem, an anatomical problem I have, not with the watch. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon with another watch on the green chair. Until then, as always, take it easy.